Welcome to Bespoke Diaries. Today's article is on The Scales by Connellan, co-founder, motivational speaker, shark attack survivor, Honest Boys Production, Australia. Brett want to start this by proclaiming that there is nothing special about him. He is a regular human being, who's lived a fairly regular life. Only his regular life took a substantial turn back in 2016 when he was attacked by a shark while surfing one of his favorite beaches in the world. This irregular occurrence triggered a series of decisions and actions in his life that have eventually led me onto a completely different path, one that he never saw himself walking, and he wanted to speak to what that journey has been like for him. Mentioning a shark attack with no recount of the experience is a dangerous proposition, as he has found people have 1,000 immediate questions running through their mind and that can distract from what he really wants to talk about, so let him help you out a bit. Firstly, it didn't hurt. Secondly, it was a 2.5 to 3 meter bull shark. Sorry to disappoint on the size, it's not yours. And thirdly, he do still surf today. The journey between losing 3/4 of your left quad muscle, followed by being told you won't walk or surf again, and a full recovery is an extremely difficult and bumpy path to navigate, and this is where he has a chance to bring you back to the point that he is just a regular person again. When people see him walking again, running marathons and surfing again, they often think of this superhuman who's defied all of the odds to prove the doctors wrong, and this perspective has always left him feeling slightly awkward. He has always looked at decisions in life as a set of scales. The desire or want to do something occurs when that desire outweighs its opposite. Confusing wording, he knows, but he will give you a simple example. He is currently writing this while sitting in a cafe enjoying a beautiful coffee. So beautiful that he is considering ordering a second. He currently has a decision to make. On one side of the scale he gets to enjoy another delicious coffee, on the other are the effects of that coffee and the difficulties he may have thinking and typing properly afterwards, not to mention it is probably an extra couple of dollars he could save and spend on something else. Which side weighs heavier? Let him tell you, he loves coffee. And it was a pretty damn good coffee at that. He can easily see that ordering a second coffee is most likely going to outweigh the negatives the other side has to offer. Let's now go back to 2016 when he was faced with another decision. One side of the scale is all of the things that the doctors are telling him about what to expect in his future, a very bleak outlook with not much to look forward to. On the other is an opportunity to prove them wrong, to try his best to regain as much as he can of what's been lost. This isn't a decision he makes just once as he is laying in a hospital bed. This is a decision he has to make every single day. During recovery, there are so many days when you wake up asking yourself, what's the point? Will going to physiotherapy today make that much of a difference? There are so many doubts that you need to confront and overcome in order to get to where you eventually want to go, and to be able to do this you need to ask yourself which side of the scale weighs heavier. Now, where are we today? It's nearly 7 years after the day his life changed forever, and he has accomplished so much not only physically, but mentally as well. One of the biggest mental challenges he overcome is the ability to share his story openly and honestly in public settings through speaking, podcasting, writing articles like this, and even a documentary. This doesn't come naturally to him at all. He has always been shy, he has never liked being the center of attention, and he is certainly not amazing in social settings, but the reason he does it all is because of those scales he has spoken so much about. From the first time he shared his story, he realized he has something spectacular that could engage and interest people even if they weren't surfers or ocean goers, and he decided that he wanted to use this story in order to help others as best as he can. That purpose is now so significant and heavy that it can outweigh almost any negative that's associated with stepping outside of his comfort zone. But he is not special. He opened this article by saying he was a regular human for a reason. Each and every one of us has decisions to make every single day that causes us to look at our own scales, whether we know it or not. Sometimes it helps to know why we're making certain decisions that are taking us towards our goals and our dreams. If you're consistently making these positive decisions, whether it's to go to the gym, work on your business, or leave work early to spend time with the family, we know we're making them for the right reasons. And if we find ourselves taking the opposite side of the scale, which may be hindering us or holding us back, we need to ask what we can do to change the picture. How can we shift the weight to the correct side before it's too late, because it will happen eventually. There's nothing wrong with hitting rock bottom if it causes us to make a change. He did it, that's what caused him to make a full recovery, but it was because he didn't see himself as having another option. This is all about being self-aware, proactive, and overall, positive in the way we make decisions in life. He, unfortunately, doesn't have the answers to everyone's problems because they're all individual to them, but what he does have are experience and perspective. Trust him when he says that we've all been through our own version of a shark attack, and if we can look at our own situations objectively and use our own experiences and inspiration, we can start to see the world a little differently. The reason he didn't share much about the shark attack is that he believes that it's not about what happens to you, but how you respond is truly a mark of a human and their resilience. Thank you for your time. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Do leave your thoughts in the comments section below. For similar type of article, please reach us at contact@thebespokediaries.com, or you can visit our website www.thebespokediaries.com.